Hi everyone, this is episode 14 of D-Up Gaming Podcast. I'm Jeff and this is my co-host Jesse.
Hi there.
What are you playing this week?
I'm playing this game on the Vita called Mercenary Kings. It's kind of like a old school Contra style, but it has like a kind of progressive RPG system because you can build your own weapons. The idea is like every time you kill enemies, there's a chance for them to drop items, and you collect these items and kind of build up your armor. So you'll like your life more. You can make it bigger. You can get like better guns, like turn shotguns. Like get like corrosive damage, fire damage. You know, more bullets. It's really cool, and it has a reload system that's kind of like Gears of War, where if you get it in this one little area, you do more damage with your bullets. Yeah, I don't know why your gun jams.
Excuse me. So you said when you defeat enemies, there's a chance of them dropping items, which you use to upgrade your weapons and armor. Yeah. Sounds like a game I'm crazy about.
Oh, yeah?
Is this the Monster Hunter of shooters?
Monster Hunter of shooters? Huh. In a way, yeah, because you kind of want to go back and grind out a level like you've already beat. Because and that's what's really cool too. Like, there's different objectives for every level. Some are like just rescue hostages. So there's like hostages all over the map, and you have to find them. Because every level is like a time. There's a time meter. Like the longest it is about like 20 minutes. But it can be like shorter, like up to 8 minutes. And so you can't really keep going back and forth. And what happens too is like once you leave the screen for a moment, the enemies kind of reappear again. Which I had to get used to.
It's like Mega Man?
Yeah, they kind of come back, but it's fun. I like it.
You enjoy it?
Yeah.
All right, let's get started.
Okay.
This week, Polygon reported, according to some of their sources, that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 will not have a single-player campaign. The game is set to release October 12th, 2018. Yeah. According to one source, it became evident that development on the single-player campaign would not be completed by that time. An Activision spokesperson said, "We don't comment on rumor and speculations. We look forward to revealing Black Ops 4 on May 17th." According to another source, Treyarch has since focused Black Ops 4's development on expanding the multiplayer and the popular zombies mode.
Okay, yeah.
There's probably going to be an emphasis on cooperative modes as a potential stand-in for the typical single-player campaign experience.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
It's almost like about time in a sense. Like the campaigns have always been kind of really short. I know some people who buy Call of Duty every year and barely even touch the campaign, if at all.
I know people like that as well.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then I also see because they're bringing it out a little earlier this year because they want to stay away from Red Dead. So I can see it not being ready. Maybe they might still bring it out like later as a patch or something.
That'd be cool.
But what I do wonder about this, I mean, I guess it's happened before with other games. Are they still charging full price? You know, for a feature that's been present in past games but now has been removed. Oh, you know.
I'm pretty sure that it will be full price, right?
Yeah.
I don't see them dropping the price because of that. They're gonna give you stuff like, but we're putting more resources in these things. There's more zombies. There's an extra map. There's an extra.
Yeah. That being said, I doubt how many people. Well, they'll make a stink of it, but they're still probably gonna buy it. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it was according to the NPDs last year, it's the best-selling game. Yeah. Again. Yeah. Yearly. Call of Duty's just been a juggernaut.
It's on multiple consoles and people. It's like that's their go-to game. You know, you get your Call of Duty and a couple other games here and there, but
of course you got the fanboys that only buy that shooter. They buy their NFLs or NBAs,
it's kind of
and then they're done for a year.
Way of life. Like that's what we do. We play Call of Duty. That's what me and my boy or something, whatever.
And just like you said, I know there are people who buys it just for the zombies mode. Like you said, we kind of saw this coming. Actually, 5 years ago, Kotaku ran an article, and they talked to the chairman of Treyarch now, formerly the studio head, Mark Lamia. They asked him, why are you still doing single-player campaigns? Knowing that so many people actually don't touch them, right? Yeah. And his response was, those all cater to different emotional states. When you're playing the campaign, you're sitting down to have that sort of epic cinematic experience. But when you're playing multiplayer, it's all about being competitive and the social experience.
Yeah.
So this person now is the chairman of Treyarch. He did not sound like he wanted to get rid of the single player experience.
Right. He just wanted.
So could it be true that they just couldn't quite get it done by then?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I think, if you're...
It's maybe just delayed, basically.
Yeah, that's the developer, right? From the publisher standpoint. Let's think about it. Is it even worth the cost and the people to bring in? Is it even worth spending that money on there? Or how about putting some money on a Battle Royale mode?
Yep. Oh, what I was thinking is, I believe the previous Black Ops 3, the one that was on the PS3 and Xbox 360 was only multiplayer. Or I don't know, maybe it was not that Call of Duty, but I remember there wasn't a Call of Duty that was on the latter system, but it only had multiplayer. And maybe that one still did well, so they saw maybe you don't need a multiplayer for it to sell as much compared to the current gen consoles.
Yeah,
so
like
it was
you said.
still
Yeah. What do you think the percentage is out of the people that you know and sentiments that you've heard online?
Yeah.
What's the percentage of people who still buy it solely for the single player experience?
Oh, solely?
Solely for it.
Solely? I've heard maybe 2 or 3 people, I swear, ever.
Out of, I'm probably one of them as well. I don't go online to play Call of Duty. I cannot, stand the assault that's online.
Yeah, it is very
harsh. And the amazing sportsmanship that's in those online matches.
It's get good. You're either a try hard or a noob.
Yeah.
There's no winning.
There's no winning. You beat them because they're lagging.
Yeah. Excuses and all that.
So, do we expect this one to do well then?
I mean, if the past shows anything, I still think so. Any other shooters coming out, Destiny's kind of fallen off. I don't know, maybe some people are still playing Overwatch. What's that new shooter that's coming out that people still want to play? There's supposed to be a Battlefield coming, right? But
Battlefield,
yeah. If you're looking for an online shooter, Call of Duty is still the way to go.
Yes.
Until somebody knocks them off their pedestal. There's been people who've tried, but it hasn't happened.
Yeah, and like we just talked about, right? You only know 2 or 3 people who buy it solely for the single player experience.
Yeah.
So 2 or 3 out of the hundreds of gamers you know.
Yeah.
I don't think they're losing sleep over it. Yeah. On April 19th, 2018, just a day before the launch of God of War, the game's creative director Cory Barlog created a review reactions video reacting to the 52 critics that were on Metacritic at that time. Yeah. You saw that video, and I know you can't wait to talk about it. So what are your thoughts?
I saw the video because mostly what he said in the comment section, kind of how he wanted to show his son that it's okay to cry, because his son would always when he was upset, he'd go into the other room and shed his tear and didn't want anybody to see him. And then he posted this video on his reaction, the passion that he showed, that he loved for the game that he created, and how everyone received it and loved it. And I just thought it was touching, and it was good to show. A lot of people will say sometimes that, developers don't care. They're just going through the motions, or they're called lazy developing, and I know these guys care. I mean,
there are obviously ones that don't.
Yeah, care. I guess there's some that are just trying to bring home a paycheck, but they do put their hearts and souls into it, and maybe it doesn't always turn out, the best way possible, but he tried, and it shows in his reaction.
5 years of hard work.
Yeah.
Worked with a team that he praised repeatedly in the clip, saying how lucky he was to be able to work with some of those people.
Yes.
Mentioned that some of them believed in him when he didn't. So
And his vision, the way he kind of changed the series.
Yes. And I quote, "I'm glad I did not fuck it up." It was cool too, because when you open the page, it's at 93 Metacritic.
Yes.
Midway through it, he's like, "Wait, it's 94 now." And when I was doing my research this week, it's actually at 95.
Yeah.
So this game,
it's an awesome game
all around.
Yeah.
You're playing it.
Yes, I've been playing it, and I'm loving it. As a fan of the series,
you played every single game, haven't you?
Yes, I've played all of God of War games, platinum all of them. just saying that I've gone through I didn't just play it. I've pretty much done everything that can be done in these games.
And you're attached to the character, obviously, and his story.
Yes, yeah, it touches me because I've been going through at a time when God of War came out, going through an issue with like depression and anger, and kind of releasing myself by putting myself in the character of Kratos, and how he just wanted to see the world burn because he was hurting inside. And it kind of meant a little bit to me in that. And then just seeing how him growing and developing to this new game where he's still constantly in the game, he still mentions his past and how he feels about the gods and how much he hated them because they kind of used them throughout the series as a tool. And you see little nods to that and how he's teaching his son to, you can only really believe in yourself. Don't depend on the gods or someone else to take care of you. There's a real theme going on there, and I'm just loving the game so far. They changed the combat a little bit. It's I say a little bit more over the shoulder. Yeah, over the shoulder. It's a little more methodic, I would say, but it still has all the spectacle of God of War, all the violence is still there. Yeah. If you're a fan of that, the overtop gods fighting gods type thing it's still all there.
So the video came out before the game was released to the masses.
Yes.
You watched it and then you sent it to me. Now that you've played the game and you just watched it again, any kind of difference? Do you see it from a different perspective, or?
I saw that how he used his son's relationship in real life, I guess, towards the character of Kratos.
Yeah, I was going to also ask you that,
Yeah, that, he said, I've heard in past interviews that the reason why he decided to change God of War so much is because he kind of grew up and has a son now, and when it comes to developing the games, he wanted to add that personal experience to what's happened to him. And you can see the relationship between Kratos and his son it's really a father-son bonding there. There's moments where you see from the camera that he wants to console his son when he does something wrong or is upset, but it's kind of Kratos' character to kind of only care about himself, and he's still at grips with that, but he still loves his son very much so, even though he might be a little strict with him sometimes.
A lot of tough love.
Yeah, a lot of tough love. He's just trying to prepare him for the world that they have to face, because things are going to hell in the game,
Literally?
Yeah.
Spoiler.
There's monsters and things happening, and he's just, you can see it on the journey. He's trying to teach him to grow up and become, I guess, a man maybe before he's ready. Yeah. And he doesn't really know how to handle raising a son. You could definitely see that, but
true. He killed his last one.
His last kids.
Yeah, he killed his last ones.
Yeah, and I'm just loving it.
Press X2.
The Deadpool 2 director,
yes,
David Leitch, I believe his name, is taking over the Division movie. That's going to have Jake Gyllenhaal starring. Press X2. Are you excited for the movie?
Press X2. Don't have an answer for you to let me get back to you. I am excited about Deadpool 2, if that's what you're asking. Deadpool 2. I enjoyed The Division when it came out.
It seems like an interesting story, I think, for a
I think it could
movie.
be a very good kind of post-apocalyptic kind of story just within the city itself. I think it could be a great story.
Possible potential for something.
There is potential for a movie, just the premise alone, right?
Yeah.
Throw out the fact that it was a game, the fact that the city of New York is infected with these crazy bio weapons, I think?
Yeah.
The crazy virus, and now the whole thing got to be locked down. I think that makes for some good stories.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with that. I mean, it comes down to the script, right? The director obviously has a say in that stuff. But
it looks like they have a quality director, good leading man.
Yes,
I would say.
And I think he was producing this one also.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just throwing the name Deadpool 2 out there and throwing Division together, it's not a good mix. Because Deadpool 2 is all about the comedy and the crazy sexist jokes and stuff like that. The Division is a very serious movie, so press X to wait and see. I think I'm gonna go watch it eventually anyway.
Yeah.
Both movies, but I don't think the fact that the director is taking over projects, that's not moving the needle for me so much. Konami announced a new Castlevania game, but it will be an exclusive mobile game in Japan called Grimoire of Souls. You can now sign up for the Japanese closed beta test.
Yeah.
The game will have real-time co-op for up to 4 players. There's also 4-on-4 multiplayer mode. Press X2.
Watch this on Switch or YouTube. I'm probably gonna. That's the only thing I can do is like watch a playthrough. I mean, do I make an account on like Google Store and sign up just to play it in Japanese that I don't understand, like a mobile game?
Looks like a full feature action game.
Man, if this is the only way I'm gonna get it, Castlevania.
Yes. Are you a fan?
I guess so. Yes, very much so.
Yes.
I mean, you've heard of the game Bloodstained?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
when is that coming out?
I kickstarted that, or
that was funded a long time ago.
Yes, it's still in the planning. I mean, I've been getting kind of updates. They're now making a Switch version, which is good, because eventually I wanted to get it. I was deciding whether to get it on my PS4 or my Vita. Get it in Switch. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Right.
Anyways, back to the Castlevania game. I love the series. Like, I've played all the like Metrovania Castlevania games, even some of the like other ones which I thought were really good. The Lord of Shadows, the first one. I didn't really like the second one that much. I couldn't finish it, but big fan of the series. I mean, man,
does it kill you that they're putting it on mobile?
Not so much.
It's Konami.
More so that it's Japan only. Really. I mean, maybe if it comes over here, I'm not too harsh on like mobile controls and mobile games in general. Like,
right. I remember you playing.
I played Chrono Trigger.
This guy plays Street Fighter on his mobile phone.
Yeah, exactly. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I like playing that.
You never ball with this one.
It doesn't really bother me too much. I mean, I guess it's not the most ideal way of playing games, but it's not a done deal. Like I'm never gonna play this because it's mobile. So yeah, press X to watch it on Switch. I mean on Twitch. Sorry, Twitch, not Switch.
Okay.
Or Twitch or YouTube. Hope it comes stateside or North America. Cult favorite tactical RPG Disgaea, the original, is getting a re-release as an HD makeover on the PS4 and Switch. It's going to commemorate the 15th anniversary, and it looks like they're redoing the graphics completely. Press X to
go back to episode 1 or 2, because I think we talked about this one.
Episode 1?
Yeah. Or episode 1. Like, I don't know. But I've never been a big fan of this series. I played it, kind of enjoyed it, but I remember going through a dungeon with, I think I went down to like level 8, and it didn't look like it was going to end.
Yeah, it was going to end.
It just kept going and going. The game is cool, it's got cool mechanics, you can stack people and stuff like that, right? But yeah, man, it was just too long.
Oh, okay.
I remember playing in that dungeon for like 2 hours, 3 hours. I could not save.
Yeah, those games are long. Yeah. I mean,
and I had to turn it off because I was going somewhere.
Right.
And lose all that progress, and I have not touched that game since.
Fair enough.
I know you're a fan of that series. Though.
Yeah. I guess this is more a personal question for me then.
Yeah, it is. So what do you think? Press X to redirect.
You know what? I never played the original. My first one was Disgaea 3. I mean, I put like 60 hours into that, and like you said, I don't think I was anywhere near the end of that game. Yeah. Because you can just go down this rabbit hole of like leveling up a particular weapon to like level 99. And so there's like 99 stages just to do that one weapon, and let alone my character. I mean, I love the game. I thought it was fun. Nice tactical RPG because, you know, certain attacks can only go in certain squares. Yeah. So you can attack the enemies in certain ways and like team up and stuff. Yeah, like when you do the stacking to do more damage. And I'm kind of excited. Yeah.
I mean, when I said 8th level, I mean that dungeon. The 8th level of one dungeon. I did that for like 2 hours, and there's no save point. There's no end in sight. Yeah. I was done with that. So press X to... Pro Evolution Soccer, aka Winning 11, is about to lose its exclusive UEFA Champions League rights at the end of the season, which is this May.
Okay.
Back in January 2015, Konami announced that it had reached agreements with UEFA to extend that licensing until 2019. Unfortunately, that's cut short. Neither side released why.
Okay.
Press X2.
Wonder why? Or are they just not making the game?
They are making the game. They're just losing.
They're just losing the license. Oh, I see.
That allows them to put the UEFA Champions League license into their game modes, which is kind of like their club mode or career mode, but they were able to put that name on there just so this is what you're fighting for.
Right.
That's the one up they had. The final one up they had on FIFA.
That must have been recently, because I could have sworn back in the PS3 360 era, like that FIFA made a UEFA Cups Champion League game. Because I remember it was like that and like World Cup. Like they had FIFA and then they had a UEFA World Cup,
a FIFA World Cup, and a FIFA Euros League.
Yeah. So I guess recently they got the license because it has been a while since.
It's been 10 years since they had it.
Okay.
FIFA did not have the Champions League rights in their games.
Right.
They can have World Cup. They can have the other ones. But the Champions League, it's exclusive to Winning 11. Well, up until May this year.
Yeah.
I guess my question for you is, are they screwed?
The one advantage they had.
I mean, FIFA is already selling more than PS, which is not the case back in the PS2.
Yeah, kind of.
Right. Kind of flipped it on them.
Flipped back and forth.
In the last generation, PS3, Xbox 360 generation, FIFA started taking over. And doesn't look like it's going to end soon with this little thing here.
For a moment there, did they go free to play? With Winning 11? I remember they had a version that was free to play, but I don't know if that was like the only version. I heard it was like a kind of dumbed down, like bare bones.
I think I've seen that. It's like you only get to play a few teams.
Oh.
It's almost like a demo. You get to play a few teams.
I mean...
And the match lengths are, I believe, fixed.
Right. Yeah. Is that the way they're going to have to go maybe in the future?
Classic Konami now? Do they even care?
Yeah. Yeah, well, Konami as a whole doesn't really seem to care about gaming right now, unless it's Pachinko. So... Press X to see Winning 11 as a Pachinko game in the future. The Firewatch developers are being bought by Valve. Press X to
hope that they start caring about games again.
Yeah. That's why I'm wondering. Does
that mean they start to? They're starting to care about development again?
Starting making games now.
I don't know. Are they just just gonna fund these companies? Do they care? Obviously, Firewatch.
I mean, it's developed by like just 12 people, so that's not a big company to fund and run. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Elephant in the room is: are we ever gonna get Half-Life 3?
Yeah, I wonder. What other games? They haven't made Left 4 Dead in a while. I mean,
Left 4 Dead.
That's a good series. Because they always talk about the threes. They never seem to get the three. It was like Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead 3. I know there's another one.
So are they gonna get these guys to make Firewatch 2? Tease Firewatch 3 and never touch them again.
Yep.
And then sell them like
Portal 3. That was another one.
Oh, Portal 3's got to go. Press X2. Pray that they do it right.
Could that be it? I mean, they seem to be good at storytelling, helping out with maybe another Portal game. You know, they make the levels, but you guys tell the story.
What about Half-Life 3? Half-Life was groundbreaking for the storytelling in that.
Yes.
In the sense that you're not stuck in a cutscene.
Right.
People are talking to you, you get to move around and stuff like that. So these guys, Overwatch, obviously did a good job doing their story.
Right. The Valve team can add the gameplay that I've heard some people said Firewatch was kind of lacking. Like, it was a great story and experience, but there wasn't much of a game there.
It's a walking simulator.
Yeah. So I think it's a nice combination, possibly.
Yeah, let's hope that they do more of this stuff. Acquire more guys. You haven't touched this game in a while, but I'm hoping this changes your mind. Devil May Cry collaboration event will start April 27th on Monster Hunter.
Okay.
And the Street Fighter V collaboration event for Sakura's costume is coming May 4th. That's consecutively 2 weeks of stuff that you like.
Right.
Is that going to bring you back? Press X2.
Press X2. Dabble a bit, because I'm still playing God of War, and that's kind of taking over my time right now. I'm a really busy person. Man, I'll have to check over what exactly I have to do in Monster Hunter. Plan out my execution of how I'm going to get things done as quickly as possible, and maybe hit, because I might not even be high enough level, and I'll have to grind out and get up there. So
for Devil May Cry, you need to be HR 14, which is almost late game. HR 12 for Sakura's challenge. So both of them are pretty far back. I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to finish the game in order to do those, but they are later in the game.
Okay.
But if you're HR 10, you're not that far away, to be very honest with you. You're about 4 or 5 missions away.
Okay.
But each of those will take...
Maybe you'll have to carry me, man, through a couple things.
Yeah. All right, I guess so.
What are you now?
170?
Oh, jeez. You left me in the dust.
Yeah, I know like that game. Thank you for sticking with us. If you like this podcast, give us a thumbs up and comment below. Share this with your friends as well. And hit subscribe and the bell next to it to stay up to date with our content. We are in audio format on iTunes and Anchor. Links are in the description below. Visit us at d-upgaming.wordpress.com and don't forget to follow us at d_up_gaming. This has been episode 14 of D Up Gaming Podcast. I'm Jeff.
I'm Jesse, and we are D Up.